Okay, so if you've kept up with anything going on, social media in the last fucking couple weeks, you've had all kinds of drama with the Pro Jared thing, then immediately went to James Charles with the Tati situation or whatever, and then now it's about Tfue and Banks. I can't get over this. It's just like, bam, you got one, you got another, here's a third one. What's going to happen next week? We're waiting on it. YouTube Rewind is going to be really interesting this year. Or at least PewDiePie's version or somebody else's version who actually does the truth because, let's face it, they're probably not going to cover it. This is Tfue is not happy with Faze CLan. I was rooting for Tfue on this because, for one, I don't really care about either one of them. They're not people I particularly like or follow. But I feel like most people are going to sit there and be like, no, our contracts are perfectly fine. But normally they're not. So I'm like, okay, so Tfue's obviously going to be telling the truth. Well, wouldn't you guess it, it actually got leaked on social media, and, well, Banks is taken away from Twitter now, and I think that's kind of funny. It's almost as if he was wrong. There's probably more information on this. I don't know. It's just what I think of as of now, but I'm just laughing on it, so. If you're new here, please subscribe, and let's watch some PewDiePie. Oh! My heart.
Tfue did a thing, started a thing, and YouTube did a thing. My name is Mary Ham.
Oh, God damn it, no.
Welcome to Pew News. It's hammer time.
I do like his little intro. It looks really good.
Pew News. Good evening. Welcome to Pew News. Mary Ham. Our first story comes from Tfue. Tfue? Who is Tfue, you might ask? He's the guy that looks like the Fortnite guy. What a coincidence. He's got 10 million subscribers on YouTube. He is the Fortnite guy right now. Ninja, excuse me, it's all about Tfue now. Although, maybe not for long, Ninja, don't worry. Because Tfue is losing subscribers. Oh my god.
Not very many.
What did Tfue do?
Which, before we go any further, that's something, like, it's funny and fun to watch, but it's really stupid. You should never unsubscribe from somebody and, not support them or whatever when something like this comes out, because you don't know all the facts. And as of with the whole James Charles controversy, it's kind of, apparent that everybody just, everybody ditched his ass. And he wasn't even completely wrong. And now everybody's kind of crawling back. And I think that's shitty. You kind of just learn who your real fans are, who your real friends are. You're a shitty person if you do that. Wait till everything comes out, then make the assumption yourself. Decide for yourself. Don't just believe anything you hear.
Do Tfue do? What did Tfue do? Oh, well, Tfue is suing Faze. Faze, which is the client. I don't know what it is. I never. Okay, I think it's a client. See how he has that little logo there? That means he's part of Faze. That means he's super good at games, super pro. And now he's suing them. That's crazy. Ever since Tfue has stopped uploading or doing his streams, in the report it says that his contract with Faze is one-sided. But I think the main thing that people are focused about here is the 80% thing.
One of the world's top professional esports players is suing his gaming organization for allegedly restraining his business opportunities and taking up to 80%!
Yeah.
Daddy, 80%. So apparently, this client, this management for Tfue, has been taking 80%. They also said that they've been limiting sponsor deals obtained through this team. Basically, he can only do sponsorships through Faze. I think that's how I understand it. And Tfue spoke a few days prior about sort of not working with companies and you should just be independent.
Yeah.
If you are in the World Cup or you think you're going to qualify, do not sign to an org unless it says in the contract that they don't take any earnings from tournaments. And if you're in a contract that says that, you need to get a lawyer and get the f out of that contract.
Oh my god, that's what he's doing. Tfue did say, though, that he was getting all his prize earnings.
So I keep all my earnings? Yeah.
But why are other people mad at Tfue then? It makes no sense. If they take 80%, that's really bad. He also says that he was reportedly pushed into living in one of the group's LA homes alongside other young celebs. Nobody. Literally nobody. Not a single soul. Tfue, they forced me to live in a mansion for free. How could they? I mean, he could have been threatened.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, if you're not part of the thing, then blah, blah, blah. To be fair, we don't know what's going on. And he gets even weirder. He also says that he was encouraged to drink alcohol while underage. Tfue was 20 years old at this time. Shut the fuck up, okay? You're drinking already. People were very quick to point this out, even in his own videos. Yo, what the f***? There's snow up here.
Yeah, guys, I don't really drink, but I am having one beer.
Hey, yo, I don't really drink.
Sounds what a drinker would say.
That's why you always be careful what you say and do online. It will come back to bite you in the ass.
According to the NIAAA, 60% of the youth admit to drinking at least one by the time they're 18 years old. No, I would never.
Except for your boy.
Never.
No, I'm kidding.
Encourage underage people to drink, but it's also you're full of bullet crapper. He also said that he was continuously pressured to perform stunts in his video. Like, why are they bringing this up in a legal dispute? It really seems like grasping for straws if you bring this up. And FaceBank, one of the founders of Faze, addresses as well.
Fucking sicko. You jump off the shit. You've been doing that far, far, far before you met us. And the first thing you did when you came to LA, the very first thing you did was you brought us all up to the reservoir and you jumped off of the Hollywood Reservoir. And if anyone was pressuring anybody into doing that, it was you pressuring Tommy, his brother, Gwit into doing it.
Adapt. If you don't jump, you have to jump with one of us, alright?
Got him. Apparently, Faze Banks and Tfue are friends, and he got very upset about this lawsuit, seeing it as a big betrayal, and I think that's why this whole story really blew up so much. And Banks addresses the whole 80-20% split, saying that
absolutely 1,000% untrue. The short answer is we have collected
Dun 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 dun.
originally started our relationship, which was about 1.5 years ago.
Well, that's
So
definitely not 80%.
No, I don't even think that's 80% of what Tfue makes in a day.
So basically saying that all Faze has done is collect 60,000 from him, which has been through brand deals, and in those brand deals they haven't taken 80%, they've taken 20%, which is still in the higher end, but it's not that bad. But I think the important distinction here is that on Tfue's contract, it says that they can take 80%. It's just the fact that they haven't done that. But contractually, I understand why Tfue wants to get out of this contract. It sounds like a bogus contract if that's the case. Plus, the fact that he seems like he's exclusive with Faze as well. He's obviously missing out on other deals there. And the fact that any deal he takes, they will take 20%, it's not that great of a deal. Sure, 20%, it's not terrible, but it's not great either.
Imagine this kid has made a gross amount of money, and we've collected a grand total of $60,000 from him.
It is a good point, though. Why is he complaining if they're not taking any money from him? Sounds like a pretty good deal. A lot of people point out that by looking at the stats of when Tfue joined this clan to how that blew up his career. Here on April 30th, he joined Faze, and you can see same month is when it really started skyrocketing. Now, obviously, just looking at a stat and saying, okay, well, he joined here, so therefore all his success is thanks to Faze. But Banks even brought up a lot of example in his video of how much they've done for this kid.
You're the captain. I trust your judgment. I trust your call. I want you to have the roster that you want.
Sorry.
But with that being said, please play with my homie Tfue. He's really fucking good. Just scrim with him. Give him a chance. And Cloak's response to that was something along the lines of, I know who he is. We're not interested. Turner knows how to get kills, but he's not good at building. We have this person, this person, this person, this person in mind. We don't want to play with Tfue. Again, I pushed him. Yo, just play with him. Just please scrim with him. Just give me that much. That's all I ask. And he did. The rest is simply history. They played together and they crushed it. They won scrim after scrim and they were stoked. Everyone was like, this is really where Tfue started to really make his name.
Banks lists a lot of reasons why, what he did to help.
He's still enjoying the contract.
I have this kid's name tattooed on my leg. Like, imagine how dumb I feel right now.
So, in the Hollywood Reporter, we get some word from Tfue, more about him.
Oh my god, young people. Oh my god. I'm a young people. You never get somebody's name tattooed on you. It doesn't matter who it is, unless it's like somebody who died. I think that's like the only exception, or your child's name. But even then, nowadays, that's a bad idea too, because everybody wants to change their identity, so your kid may not be happy with their name. It'd be like, I don't want to be Jared. I want to be Gopher Trace. I don't know. Like this, I have an ex-girlfriend tattoo on my wrist right here in honor of her because she was a good person, but I never actually got her name. So I got Dice.
His perspective on the whole thing.
You would know,
And what they
it would
say
make
is
sense if
that
you knew what
he
her
only
name
gets
was.
to keep 20% of the revenue from any branded videos. It seems so far that that's false. Missing out on opportunities, okay, I understand. And apparently he attempted to terminate the agreement, claiming that Faze CLan breached their deal, but they rejected his decision. And he's also seeking punitive damages against Faze CLan. Apparently Faze CLan offered a 7-figure bonus and taking 0%, but they've been rejected. I think the emphasis here is on how they say collected, right?
And we've collected a grand total of $60,000 from him.
We only collected 60,000. That might mean that they feel like they, at any point, I mean, contractually, at any point they can say, hey, actually, according to this deal that we have, you're signed for 80-20. We can take that money. Contractually, they have every right to do that. But it seems like they had more of a trust relationship in terms of renegotiating a contract when you're
Still
already
fucked though. I
locked in.
mean,
It's not a good place to negotiate. So I also understand, despite being offered a big deal, why you would cut this contract. I think the reason why a lot of people are upset is for all the dumb reasons that they added along with this, like the stunt and the alcohol, and also, it seems, from what we can tell, the betrayal of a friendship. But then again, we don't really know too much. So, I don't know. Tfue's law firm are sending a message. The time is now for content creators, gamers, and streamers to stop being taken advantage of through oppressive, unfair, illegal agreements. Yas! I mean, the thing is, I agree with this, but this is all done in the completely wrong reasons. Most networks that exist right now, most management through YouTube, have completely fallen apart because YouTube finally made it so you don't have to depend on them. When I started, I'm still salty about this because when I started off there with YouTube, I had no choice but to sign up with networks that were so lucrative. They would give you actual illegal contracts, and they would take 50% of your revenue because it was that or nothing. YouTube would not monetize specific creators, especially gamers. So he created this terrible relationship.
which was a
with
very
networks
bad business
where
practice.
they essentially just took your money and you had no leverage to go against it. It was that or nothing. If there's one message from all this is, don't sign anything unless you know where you're getting your 100% into. Too many people just read a contract with their parents and they sign it and be like, oh, we think we understand. Get a lawyer to look after it. I don't care how small of a YouTuber you are. Don't sign anything unless you're 100% sure that you know what you're getting into. Too many people still make this mistake. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's harder to get out of a contract than it is to get in one. I've dealt with a similar situation, so I understand Tfue in a sense, but it also feels very fishy, the whole situation. But it remains to see what he has to say. We don't know what's been happening behind closed doors. Could be more juice, little more tea, perhaps? What's up? It's me, Ham from the future. Tfue has now posted a response, so obviously we have to get through it. Let's watch.
Yo, what is up, guys? I'm gonna keep this video really short. All the stuff about the gambling, the stunts, the drinking. I told my lawyer I did not want that in there, and he will do exactly just that. He will take it out. So that is no worries.
No worries, guys. If you didn't want that in there, it shouldn't have been in there, okay? Your lawyer represents you, Tfue. There's no way he put that in there without your consent.
I never wanted to upset anybody. I never wanted to bring that stuff in. I never wanted to get anybody to get emotional because this isn't about that. This is about me and this contract. This contract that I signed when I didn't know any better. I'm an idiot. I should have never signed it in the first place. What is in this contract is so bizarre. I wish you guys could see this thing because I can't even fathom it. What is in this contract is insane, and that's not even the worst parts. And what I'm trying to do here is just serve justice to the esports community, the esports industry. These kids are getting ripped off. They're getting taken
That's
advantage
true.
of. And I'm the first person to stand up and say, this is not right. This is not cool. And if only you guys could see what is in this contract. Release the contract. Everybody, hashtag release the contract. Release it.
Hashtag release the contract is out, everyone. This response in my opinion, not good. Okay, it sort of acts as if in good favor that we have to take his word for that the contract is so bad when people are already on the fence. Now, I personally don't doubt that it is bad. I'm just saying, if I had people breathing down my neck, I wouldn't go, trust me, guys, it's really bad. And now Banks is going to release an hour video responding to this. If I was Tfue, I would say, I know all the points about drinking and about doing sun. It was stupid, and I should never have brought it up, but that should be a testimony to just how desperate I am to get out of this contract. Even though Faze hasn't collected, as they say, any money from me now, there's nothing legally in this contract to stop them from doing so. All this hard work and effort that I spent over the past couple of years, I don't know how long he's been famous, could just be
I don't
completely
know either.
stripped away
I don't care about
because of
Fortnite,
that.
so I don't keep
It's
up
not
with that.
right. And yes, I was an idiot for signing this, but this type of deals should not exist to begin with. And they will continue to happen unless someone does something about it. I mean, he did kind of formulate it in that sense. I never meant to make this personal. I never meant this to hurt anyone's feelings. But my livelihood is at stake here, and I need to fight for it. I'm sorry to Banks for hurting his feelings. He's like a brother to me, and I'm appreciative of everything he's done. But I need to ask for one thing, and that is for them to release me from this contract. If they actually care about me the way they say, I think that's the least they can do. It's not right and it's not fair, and I'm willing to drop everything if that just goes through. Because that's his
But they
goal.
won't,
Right?
because
He
you're
just wants
taking
to be
like
out
a
of the
big,
contract. I would
huge
propose
fucking
some
chunk of
sort
your money, and
in
you're
between settlement.
pretty
The
profitable
thing
right
is,
now.
this lawsuit is bigger than just a dispute between releasing the contract, okay? The Labor Commission has been notified in California, and they are now forced to respond to this. I don't know exactly how it works, if they will have to launch some sort of investigation, but they're basically saying that talent agencies are supposed to be licensed and regulated by the Labor Commission to protect young talent from being suckered into contracts like this. They say that esports teams have been operating as unregulated talent agencies for years, a direct violation of the Talent Agency Act. Most of these content creator streamers are very young and are often unsophisticated, unseasoned, and trusting. As a result, these young content creator streamers are susceptible to being taken advantage of and exploited often by those who are supposed to be looking out for their best interests. Unfortunately, this has become an industry standard. They are fighting to change the way these esport groups are made or are functioning. If the Labor Commission is forced to respond, then there could be major changes happening here. This is bigger than just the contract. People were even speculating that Faze might have to shut down because of this. That's why, if they could just come to some sort of conclusion, I'll drop my charges, you drop your contract. I don't know. Like, apparently Tfue's lawyer is some sort of big shot. He's recognized as Southern California's super lawyer for 12 years. If this gets dirty, right? If this gets ugly,
shit.
Tfue could be completely screwed. And the same way with Faze. Like, the stakes are very, very high here. Alright, that's it for next ham. In a news story, basically Tati may not have monetized her video, but she sure monetized mine. Tati apparently claimed Ethan from H3's video. This is so sad. Tati also gave out a copyright strike to another channel that criticized her, and it was all looking very, very fishy. Look,
I think it's automatic claimed, honestly. I don't think she personally did it. But then again, I really don't care enough to actually try to find out the answer. But if he's going to talk to us about it, then I guess we'll find out. I'm over the James Charles thing. It's over with. I don't care anymore.
Luckily, she's removed the claims and apologized, and it seems that they were made in error. But why are people doing this automated claims to begin with? Stop. Just stop. Apparently, she has people using footage of her without permission, and that's why she activated this system. The YouTube system is already so goddamn broken. Stop, just don't use it. Don't use autoclaims. Never use it. Also,
Jeffree Star
responded to the James Charles drama, and it seemed like that was the end of the drama. It's the dumbest video I've probably seen in a very, very long time.
Jeffree
Basically goes, oh, I've been in a dark place. I accused James Charles of being a sexual predator with no evidence. But, you know, I'm better than that, so I'm not going to address any of it.
Okay. If you're new here, you don't know, I really, really fucking hate Jeffree Star. I've always hated Jeffree Star. I never liked the guy. in all the years that I've known him on the internet, which has been about 14 years, I think. It's been a long time. I've never liked the dude. And I was actually hoping James Charles was going down because I don't like him either. I think everything that these beauty guru people do are like, it's complete shit because they're really mean to each other. And I don't feel like they honestly deserve the attention that they get. But I was actually rooting for James Charles on this part because Jeffree Star intervened. And then I thought he was actually going to come up with something, but then he's just kind of like, no, I was in a dark place. And I don't want to be old Jeffree. If you guys know me, I'm not a liar. So, he had nothing. He had fucking nothing. God damn it.
The evidence for it because I'm better than that, and I'm just like dark place. We're all in a dark place.
And I was in a very dark place.
Where is this place they're going to? The ranch? But it seemed at least that it's finally solidified the end of the Tati James and Jeffree drama saga. Thank God. Next news. Holly responds. That's right. What Keemstar called the side hoe of the whole pro Jared cheating situation finally came out and made a response. She made a very long thread on
Like
Twitter.
2 weeks later.
She called out pro Jared for making bad decisions about exchanging nudes with fans. She says that she has seen relevant receipts which prove that pro Jared confirmed the consent and ages of those individuals he interacted with. For those of you who don't know, she also says that people that posted his nudes without consent, it's called revenge porn and is a felony in 48 states. As foolish as I think it is to exchange nudes with fans and how bizarre that is and how much
If you're subscribed and you want to see a little bit of wiener, just hit me up in the DMs. I got you.
have disdain for that sort of thing. Leaking these nudes is kind of up. Like, it's interesting how no one brings up that ethical aspect of it. She calls out Heidi, Pro Jared's ex-wife, for being abusive and having an abusive relationship. And she posted screenshots of that and sort of threatening how embarrassing and how bad it would be for you, Pro Jared, if this all came out to light. What she's referring to exactly, I don't know. Also posting text messages about how she lied about not being poly and approving of the nudes. Now, I'm not supposed to give my opinion, but seeing all these texts and reading through this thread, Heidi seems to me like a very aggressive, resentful, and mean-spirited person. If she got cheated on, I do feel for her, but it doesn't seem like it was the case. I love how Holly posts like a lot of evidence and proofs in the text, and everyone's just like, I think we need more proof to see like if these are real texts. No one asked that for Heidi. Everyone was completely on board from the beginning. Oh, she said he cheated? Oh, well, he must have done it then. Now she's defending herself, and everyone's like, all of a sudden, maybe it's fake. I find it very, very interesting. It's like everyone's already made up their mind about this whole situation. I think, though, however, I still stand by what my take on it is, that probably everyone involved is responsible in one way or another. It remains to see Pro Jared's response. I would not be surprised if Pro Jared makes a video showing evidence of what has happened and what is more or less what went down. Even if Heidi was cheated on and was treated poorly, I don't think this public persecution was okay. The things that she said about Holly, this is mean and disgusting. I'm curious to see what's gonna happen here, because I don't think it's over yet. Also, I feel like I should mention, I've met Holly twice. Obviously, you can never know truly about anyone. I just don't see her doing anything bad. I can't picture it. Yes, I've only met her twice.
That doesn't mean anything, though.
I don't see it. I just don't see it. Next news. Finally, this has been all over my Reddit about a copyright claim. It's the top voted thing on my Reddit. It says all his 3,000 videos got claimed, even though he had the music licensed to him.
Yeah, I've had a bit of a strange situation occur on my YouTube channel.
This guy had as an outro or intro this song that...
Fix your goddamn website, Susan! Jesus Christ! We've been bitching about this forever. You're not doing anything to help us. You're not doing anything. Why are you still the CEO? I don't understand.
He, due to the artist who made it, got license for using. So he had every right, according to this artist, to use his song. Then all of a sudden, this company started claiming every single one of his videos, which is obviously terrifying. I can't imagine that happening to me. And he just says, well, I had the right to use these. Am I gonna have to go through every single one of these? The whole system is just completely broken, and I agree, that's ridiculous. Now, the unfortunate event of this is that even though he had permission, some samples in that song, that artist that gave him permission didn't have permission to use. It's so ridiculous. But that's the reality of copyright laws. YouTube, I know, I did see that YouTube was in touch with this guy. Hopefully they'll get it sorted out. If it doesn't, I'll be sure to report on it. Most likely what YouTube can do is edit these videos and edit out the outro and then resubmit a claim. And hopefully they'll get released. That's at least what I think is the easiest way to solve it. It's just these fun stuff that you have to deal with when you're a YouTuber. YouTube 2019, it's the best. Thank you for watching another episode of Pew News. It's been my pleasure to be your host today. Papa Gloria, unfortunately, I know there's a petition to get Papa Gloria back, but once you're out, okay? I'm Ham, and I'm done with the news. Bye.
Oh my god.
What? You never played two?
Oh, Jesus Christ. All this fucking YouTube drama. I don't really care about the Pro Jared thing because I never even knew or even heard of Pro Jared up until the whole scandal thing happened. So I'm not really invested with that. Luckily, the whole makeup guru thing is over with. Don't ever have to deal with that again. All of you guys are crazy. People that get mad at me whenever I talk about this, I'm sorry. But it is what it is. And you can't deny the fact that they're all really shitty human beings. No matter what. Faze, I never liked Faze. I always thought he was a jackass. Just my personal opinion on it. I never cared about Tfue because I don't like Fortnite. But this is interesting, and I'm going to root for Tfue on this because I know you should never, ever join a contract unless you get it verified with your lawyer first. That's just common knowledge, but I understand that not everybody thinks that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you like this video. Subscribe if you're new here, and I will see you guys tomorrow with another one. Goodbye.